Hey guys, thanks for joining me again today. This is Aldo1025, and I like to say that this chapter of Bleach 474 was awesome. Brilliant, very shocking, and it was very pumped up chapter. It was really interesting. And I'd like to say that in the first page we have Rukia and this little quote of the page, and it was really nice. I really love seeing that. So now, further ado, the chapter starts off, we have Tensei, Kisehirahara, and Ishin pretty much treating up Chad and Onyeme about, what happened to them a couple chapters ago. And we see now Kisei was about to go off in battle, and then Ishin is like, no, wait, if you're going, then I'm going too, and Kisei is like, oh, no, no, you're good, you're fine. And then he explains that Ichigo will have to learn, or will eventually learn the truth sometime later, and we see like a little glare of a Sheen looking at Kisei, not Kisei, Kisei, and pretty much we now go back to the battle of Ginjo, Ichigo, and Uryu, and then now Ichigo was learning like who is my true enemy, because as Ginjo said in the last chapter, like this the person you're really fighting for, like this is the person that you really should be fighting. He feels confused, and Ginjo then explains, finally, the shocking's been revealed. The badge, yes, that's right, the substitute Shinigami badge was actually um, a license uh, for the Shinigami to be able to use his powers in fighting in the world, the living world. And I had to say, when I found that out, I was like, oh man, it was just awesome. Like, I'm speechless now about that. It was just terrific. After finding out that the badge had more meaning to it than just being an ordinary badge that Yutaki gave him. Oh yeah, and about that, um, we also learn more about the badge, and that the badge is actually a device that um, the Soul Society keeps an eye on the substitute Shinigami, on what he or she is doing in the world of living. And it pretty much analyzes, observe, and this is the big one right here: absorb ratio. I'll say it again: absorb ratio. It was, it was that just blew my mind. Now that the pieces were coming together, the pieces were all coming together now that Ichigo, after Soul Society, explains how people think he got weaker and using Bankai 90% of the time on his future battles. And that that really does tell you and give you a more better reason. So it's not a coincidence that you got weaker. It's now the badge that actually, absorbs his ratio and all. But anyway, back on the chapter, pretty much Ginjo is explaining more about the badge, and then Ginjo comes up with a conclusion, saying that, you know, um, the mastermind behind the scheme of this whole thing of the badge is Captain of Squad 13, Yutake Yushiro. I was like, what in the world? This is the kindest guy in Soul Society, and yet he is now involved, or the main mastermind behind giving the badge to Ichigo. So that kind of telling me like, oh no, so this now Kisei gonna be the next, villain. Well, not Kisei, I mean, um, Yutake is gonna be the next villain. So yeah, there's a lot of questioning now, after on this chapter. Um, so at the very last scene of the chapter or page, we see Ichigo using Bankai. Yes, Bankai is now, or has finally arrived. Um, in the next chapter, I hope we'll finally get to see what his Bankai looks like. And also at the end of that page, like after you'll see like a little color page of Ichigo's of this form of Bunkai, which I don't think, like, I'm not pretty sure if that is the actual form of his Bunkai that will be revealed in the next chapter. But all I have to say is this chapter was awesome, shocking, surprising. Guys, watch this video, comment what you guys think about Yushio being the main villain or possibly being the next villain. Um, what you guys think about this, the connection between Ichigo and Ishin? Because Ishin, we all know that was the so is a substitute Shinigami just like Ichigo. So there could be some connection with Shin as well, or maybe maybe Ginjo, was partially lying, but it was mainly the truth. So, like, what do you guys think about this chapter? I mean, this just blew my mind. It was a great chapter. So this is Albert 2025. I'm signing out. Peace.